Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sergeant Mullen. Welcome back. Let's talk about Student Loan Repayment Program, or SLRP. You might have gotten the Student Loan Repayment Program when you joined the military, or maybe you got it as a extension program. In this video, I'm not going to really talk about a lot of the guidelines concerning that, but more importantly, I want to explain what is required of you if you did get the Student Loan Repayment Program and what you have to do each year. So let's get into it. First of all, you need to do two things each year on your what's considered your anniversary date. So if you joined the National Guard or military, got Student Loan Repayment, your anniversary date is 1 year from when you actually signed your contract. So that's when you would have gotten your student loan addendum. So when you're at MEPS or when you did your extension with your Retention NCO. So 1 year from that point is considered your anniversary date. Your anniversary date is when the National Guard will make your payments for you each year. And what the payment wise is all laid out in your bonus addendum, your student loan addendum. So I encourage you to read through that. It would be in your MEPS folder you got, or the documents you would assign with your Retention NCO. Might be in your iPerms. So pull up that document, make sure you read it, and really know what's in your documents and understand this program, because it can be pretty confusing. First, each year you will fill out and sign a DD form 2475. Let me show you where you get that. Alright, here we are. Go to Google. What I do is just type in DoD forms. This first website, www.esd.whs.mil, is a military website. We're going to go there, DoD forms. So this is a good place to go to because forms change each year. They can change each year. So you might be using a certain version always, but maybe 1 year they changed it. When you go to this website, it will show you the most up-to-date form. So we're going to look for the 2475, so it will be within this section here. Scroll down, you're looking right here on the left side. We're going to go down to 2475, and it's right here, DoD Loan Repayment Annual Application. You'll see that this one is dated 2017. As of this video, which is 2020, I've seen some versions of 2014 out there. It's always best to use the latest version. So we'll click on this, and it's going to pull up in a web browser. I went ahead and downloaded this to my computer, and I'm going to pull that up here. So really there's only one section in this form. So when you look at this form, it can be pretty confusing on what you need to do. But for National Guard soldiers as of 2020, and at least in the Ohio Army National Guard, they are only having you fill out section 2. Alright, so literally last, first, middle name, your address, social security number, phone number, your current email, I believe that can be civilian, sign and date it. That's all you have to do. You do not have to fill out section 1, and you do not have to do section 3. So 2475, that needs to be dated. It needs to be dated within 90 days of your anniversary date. So, but there's something else we're going to go through right now that you also have to do on your anniversary date. So you're going to want to just do these at the same time, which will be within 30 days of your anniversary date. So let's pull that up now. Alright, the website you want to go to is called studentaid.gov. And this is basically a FAFSA website, so you should have a username and password. Make sure you know it. So you go into login. If you do not know your username and password, obviously go through these steps that you forgot your password, or if you need to actually create an account, do what you need to do, but this is the website you need to get on to do this next step. Alright, this website finally pulled it up for me. So you're going to notice right here, this is basically what you've done with FAFSA in the past. Alright, so the National Guard, if you have student loan repayment, can pay off federal student loans that are not in default each year. They pay off a certain percentage. They do 15% or $500, whichever is greater each year, for a maximum of $7,500 each year. Again, the purpose of this video is not to explain all the details of the student loan repayment program. It is pretty lengthy and there's a lot to it, but I do want to show you what you do need to do each year. So first we're going to go to you're going to see my details right here. You'll click on that. Alright, so this is basically a summary page. So you'll notice this person has 2 loans. You may have 1 loan, 2 loans, and I've seen 15 to 20 loans, maybe even more. What you still need to do is still the same. So this is a summary of the 2 loans that this person has. So what you need to do is print this summary page, or I'm sorry, save it as a PDF. So you want to, when you pull up a print option, you're going to want to print to PDF. Alright, so whatever computer you're using should give you an option to print to PDF. If you just don't have some sort of option to print to a PDF, then actually print it out and then scan it to a PDF. Do what you need to do, but it needs to be in a PDF format. Alright, so we'll hit print. When you're saving your files, put your last name, SLRP, we'll put summary. We'll save. Alright, so we saved our summary page. Now we need to actually print out each loan page, or save them to PDF, I should say. So scroll down to the bottom. Right here, view loan details. And you should see each of your loans broken down right here. You'll click on view loan details on the first one. And here is the details of this first loan. Now, same thing as we did with the summary page, we are going to print each of these loan pages. So as we did before, instead of summary, we'll say Smith, SLRP, loan 1. Hit save. So this is that loan 1. And now as we scroll to the bottom, you'll see an option that says next loan. So we'll just do that. And you'll go through each of these. So if you have 15 of them, then so be it. You must go through each and print out each. Alright, so after you have done those 2 things, so you have filled out and signed your DD 2475, and you have gone on the studentaid.gov website and you have printed out your summary page and printed out your accompanying loan pages as well from that website. And what you're going to do at that point is you're going to email all those documents to your full-time staff at your unit. Ideally your Retention NCO, but send it to more than one person. So I would probably send it to your whole chain of command if it was me. I would send it to your squad leader, your platoon sergeant. I would include them on that, but understand it probably needs to ultimately make it to your full-time staff. So you need to do this within 30, like when you're 30 days out from your anniversary date. So day 30, jump on there, sign, get that form signed, and it does have to be a wet signature on that 2475. It cannot be a digital signature, and you cannot sign that form using your computer. So I know you can sometimes take a mouse or a digital pen and sign. That must be a wet signature. So you got that form, you got your summary pages. send those to your chain of command. Ask them, hey, here's my yearly requirement for my student loans. Please upload these documents into GIMS. And it's spelled GIMS. So that's the online system that the Education Office and Incentives Office uses to process these student loan payments. So you're going to send an email to your full-time staff, include your chain of command, ask them to upload these documents into GIMS and to push forward to the Education Office. Ask them to keep you in the loop, let them know when that has been completed. And then I've been told that it typically takes at least 1 to 2 weeks for your payment to be processed once the Education Office receives it. They don't send you any sort of confirmation that your payment has been processed. So best thing to do is maybe once every couple weeks log into your student aid account and maybe see if that payment has gone through. A couple tidbits. I know I didn't want to make this video about guidelines and such, but the Education Office did tell me a couple of tidbits that I thought was worth mentioning. First, understand that the money that these payments that you get from the military, it is taxed technically, so it's considered income. So at the end of the year, understand that if the military paid the maximum amount for you each year, which was $7,500, that is taxable income, and plan accordingly. Each year you can work through your lender. If like I said, the military is not going to make their payments on your behalf until the first anniversary year each year for you. So your lender may allow you to put your loans into a type of deferment. If so, that's between you and the lender. Most lenders seem to work with that, but just make sure that it's not going into default. If your loans are in any sort of default, the military will not pay those. If you were good and then it went into default and then you got it back up, then the military can catch you back up, or make those payments for you once you are out of default. But understand your loans can't be in default. Alright guys, one more thing. When you save both of your PDF files to your desktop, you need to combine them into one PDF file. The reason you do this is it actually makes it a lot easier for your Education Office to actually look at all of your loans instead of individually looking at each one. Trust me, you want to make their life easier on the person that's trying to action your file. So let me show you how you do that. Alright, I found a great website that's free, super simple, easy. You don't have to install anything. It's called combinepdf.com. Scroll down here, upload files. So pick your 2 student loans. It's uploading. And at this point, make sure you can rearrange these things. So you want your summary page to be first. You can see it's got a Y there at the end, so that's summary. And then loan 1, loan 2, loan 3, and so on and so on. Hit combine. Now you're going to save this new combined PDF document to your computer. It automatically downloaded right there into my downloads folder. And there they are, all the pages combined. I also want to mention that your DD Form 2475 can also, instead of you downloading it, you can also get this from your unit. Ideally, they should be providing that to you. So either get it from your unit or go ahead and download it yourself and submit to them. Also, when you are downloading your loans, you also do need to include the loans that were paid off. So oftentimes soldiers will only submit loans that have balances. Include all the loans that even have a 0 balance. That's it on student loan repayment. If you have any comments that you want to leave for the good of the group, feel free to leave them below. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.